In chapter 9, the book starts out talking about a story where there was a culture of judgment at work. And you know, that judgment comes right along. It's almost like a package deal with shame. Wherever shame is present, you know, judgment has been there rearing its ugly head. And then it only happens with other people and the things that they do to us, but also with ourselves. And I think you really saw that in Lachey's poem at the beginning, right there at the beginning, when she says she wasn't meant to be intelligent, just wasn't in her jurisdiction, judged from the time of birth until death did her part. You see that judgment? It's even with somebody when we don't even understand the concepts of shame, we realize there's that judgment. And we make it about ourselves. We judge, loser. We judge, I don't have what it takes, so I'm not going to move forward. I'm not going to brave daringly to attempt this new thing. And we stay stuck where we're at, and we don't succeed because we never even try or start taking those first steps. And so I love the way that the book ends, very, very practically based, having us look at, okay, what are the gifts you have? What are the domains that, the vocations that are in your life that you have been given? Where do you sense that the enemy has been trying to shut you down and to hold you back? I tell you, when I was creatively processing, I ended up in a totally different place than anything I would imagine. We've just gone through a big change here, and Jim's mom is now living with us. That's my mother-in-law. So for me, that domain of daughter also kind of has a subdomain of daughter-in-law. And I find myself sometimes, well, you know, everybody's a sinner. That's the gospel. And we all have our in-process areas. And when you put sinners close together, you experience it in marriage, you experience it in family. And whenever you have an extended family member come and live with you, there's lots of opportunity for that sin, that sinful nature to erupt, for there to be conflict, for there to be trouble. And part of me, I just really don't like conflict. And so I found myself pulling back. And I just really felt as I was sitting there and going through, my natural inclination first was to start with, I want to start with work. I'd so much rather grow and learn in this arena right here. And yet God was like, Deb, this is the arena you're usually seeking to grow and develop, to brave daringly in. Today, I want you focusing on something else. This daughter-in-law arena right here. And I just love the way that Dr. Kurt Thompson put it in there. And I actually took one of his questions and turned it into a prayer. And this week, my application is starting with prayer. I want to ask the Lord each night for the next week to give me that desire to be more willing to take risks, to risk making mistakes, to be creative in the daughter-in-law domain. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing how he leads and how he grows. Because remember, and I should say how he grows me, this isn't about us growing ourselves. It's about us partnering where the Lord is at work. And application is listening. God, where in my life do you want me to seek to live out what I've been taking in? Without this step, this last most important step, it just stays here and doesn't have much impact. But it's in the struggle. It's in that wrestling with Him, that wrestling with our fears, identifying the things that are holding us back from moving forward. That's where the opportunity to grow is. Nobody ever gets stronger thinking about push-ups. Oh, may He abundantly bless you as you do your push-ups, as you actively put into practice what He is laying on your heart.